Welcome, my name is Veronica, and in this video series I would like to give you an introduction to Affinity Designer, a software that I'm using daily for my professional work as a children's book illustrator and pattern designer. This video mini-series is designed specifically for those of you who are completely new to Affinity Designer. I will guide you through all the basics step by step. For example, we will look at the home page, we will see how to create a new document, I will tell you everything about using personas in Affinity Designer, and we will have a look at the document interface. This will help you build a strong foundation and get comfortable using Affinity Designer, and it will prepare you to take my other Affinity Designer step-by-step drawing tutorials. Okay, so let's start with our introduction. What is Affinity Designer? For those of you who do not know this software at all, you might have heard about it while searching for some alternatives to Adobe products, especially, or to Procreate products. So this software is a professional graphic design and illustration software. And the way I also see it is that it bridges the gap between amateur and hobby artists and illustrators to a somehow more professional level. But at the same time, the interface is so, in my opinion, so intuitive that it's also very, very easy to learn. So it's also appropriate for non-professionals, so to say. This tool was developed by Serif, a company based in the UK. Recently, Serif was also merged with Canva. You might have heard about Canva. So far, at least at the moment of filming this video, it's been communicated that Canva and Affinity tools like Affinity Designer, Affinity Photo, and Affinity Publisher will be kept separate. Their current products include Affinity Designer, which is for illustration and for graphic design in general, Affinity Photo for digital image editing, and the Affinity Publisher. It's a publishing software. So you might also compare it to Adobe products, for instance. Affinity Designer would correspond to Illustrator and Photoshop together. Then Affinity Photo would correspond much more to Photoshop, and Affinity Publisher could be compared to Adobe InDesign. There is a desktop version and there is an iPad version, and because of the manner of my work, I like to stay flexible, I like to illustrate on the go, and sometimes while I take care of my child, I'm not able to sit at my desk all the time. I prefer working on the iPad, so the courses that I create will be targeted for the iPad users. However, pretty much the processes that I'm showing or the fundamentals and the principles that I am showing can be also applied to the desktop version. And again, if you were using Affinity before and you are still on V1, so on version 1 of Affinity Designer, I highly recommend that you upgrade. It's a one-time purchase, and I think it's still very affordable. And you have to remember that V1, so the older version, will not be updated anymore, whereas when you purchase V2, it will be updated till the very next version is going to come. For example, Affinity Designer version 3, which, as far as I know, I've been talking to the Serif team, is still going to take quite a long time. So you can absolutely continue using V2 still for a very long time. Now let us talk about pricing. I think this is one of the best advantages of Affinity Designer. A lot of people transition to Affinity because they don't like subscription models. And Affinity Designer with that regard is absolutely perfect because you're getting a really professional, quality software. There's a one-time payment, and once you pay for your software, you have it forever till the next version comes. And then Serif team keeps updating it on a very, very regular basis. So right now we have Affinity Designer V2. Every now and then you get a major update and you get some extra tools, or some things that were not working are getting constantly improved. So you pay for your software only one time, and they improve it all the time. Now, having said all that, you also have to bear in mind that if you wanted to work On the iPad version and on the desktop version, you have to purchase them separately. You will not have both for one price tag. At the same time, it's just a one-time payment again, and then you have it forever. And every now and then, Serif runs some special sales. I would also like to underline that I am a big fan of using Affinity Designer. Previously, I used to draw everything in Procreate. It started to limit me. I saw some limitations. I was looking for alternatives. I found for myself Affinity Designer because I needed a really good solution for the iPad. I learned it, I think, in roughly 3 days. I fell in love and I keep illustrating in it. I use it for pattern design and also for general illustration. But at the same time, I would like to underline that I do not work for them. I am not affiliated or I am not sponsored. And this video, all the courses and all the tutorials also for YouTube that I create come completely from my personal experience and the fact that I simply love using those tools. See you in the next video where we will have a look at Affinity Designer homepage.